Hello, my name is Kevin and welcome to the Love Decanters channel. So this video is called How to Pack Your Glass or Package It, or whatever. I haven't decided that yet. Anyway, I am not an expert on packing glass, but I am an expert on receiving packed glass because I'm a collector. So yeah, I've had a lot of glass come in the post and it arrives in various states. So I know what happens depending on the outcome of how people pack stuff. Because you saying I've had someone say, I'm a great packer, I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. They sent me 6 decanters and 3 were broken. And they made a very simple mistake. What I can tell you is that, yeah, this makes no difference whatsoever. Yeah, putting fragile on the box. You know, I've had stuff arrive in a jiffy bag, smashed to pieces, but it's got fragile written on it. Hey, hey. So, yeah, that's like yeah, it's nice, but it might give you a good feeling when you're sending it, but it doesn't make much difference to how it arrives, because if someone's going to play football with your stuff, they're going to play football. So, what are the things you've got to watch out for? If there is more than one piece of glass in a package, yeah, make sure they can't touch each other, or that there's at least some sponginess between them, yeah, because that's a surefire way. And what I do have is I actually have some pictures of some results. I couldn't find all of the pictures I'd like to show you. I took from things sent in eBay, and I've gone, it arrived like this, but I do have some. So, and I can explain why they got broken. Also, I will show you, I'll go out into the extension and I'll show you how you're supposed to pack, the ideal packing, I should say. That's almost fail safe, but yeah, make sure multiple pieces don't touch each other. Make sure what's ever in it doesn't move around inside the box, yeah? Don't pack it so tight, okay, that pressure on the box is pressure on the glass. There's like this sweet spot, really. So you can squeeze into the box and it won't squeeze the glass so tightly that it's going to break it, okay? But also at the same time, if you can shake the box and feel the glass moving around inside it, that is bad news. I can tell you that straight up. So yeah, so there's that compromise. In the ideal world, you double box. So you pack your thing in a box, it shouldn't move around inside it, and then you put that box into another box with packing around that, so you've got like a double buffer. And if something impinges into the surface of one box, it shouldn't, unless it's catastrophic beyond belief, like a forklift truck thing going through the middle of the box or something like that, it shouldn't impinge onto the second box because you've got that cushion area between the first and second boxes. So yeah, there's all sorts of little things like that you know, make a difference. I don't think I've ever had anything that was double boxed that then broke unless the glass inside was touching itself. You know, multiple pieces and then bam. So yeah. So what I'll do, I'll start by showing you some of my disasters and explain why I think they were disasters, okay? Some of the things that have arrived to me, broken, how much I cried, all that kind of stuff. And then we'll go out into the extension and I'll show you the double box technique, okay? So let's get on. So I'm going to start with what I would call an amazing save here, in that, yes, so this box here really took a big hit. This is just as dented on the other side as it is on this side, but this was a double boxer. And I took this picture before I opened it because obviously I thought, this doesn't look good, and but yeah, everything came through perfectly. So yeah, double boxing does work. This is probably the worst looking box I've ever received, quite often the things with the broken stuff, the box doesn't look too bad. It's how it's packed inside is the problem. So let me show you my most recent damage. Open this one. Yeah, so this is a lovely White Friars set that I got. And yeah, only 2 glasses and the stopper survived. And the problem with this is it was all a bit loosely packed, and the stopper was not that well wrapped. So I think the stopper was because it's like a solid chunk, and I think the stopper did all the damage. So yeah, this is an example of loosely packed stuff flying around inside the box, and you know, the box arrives fine, but the contents, you know, it's a bit like putting things in an egg box where it's just a box and the eggs can just fly around and yeah, do this. So let me show you another one. So this is an interesting one. Yeah, you look down into here, it looks a bit broken in there. So they had a box within a box, and what did they do? They sellotaped the stopper in the top of it, and the result came out looking like this. Yeah, so yeah, so it was a box within a box, but in actual fact the decanter and the stopper could slide up and down, and stoppers, the peg of a stopper is a wedge shape, so the weight of the decanter hitting the stopper really hard bust the neck open. And that's a, you know, I've had that happen. I did mention it earlier. Someone once sent me I think it was 6, and 3 of them arrived bust. They said they were a good packer. It was very well packed, apart from the fact that they'd sellotaped the stoppers into the decanters, and 3 of them ended up with the necks bust open like this. So very sad day for 3 decanters that was. Here's another one. Let me show you this one. This is exciting, or not, as the case may be. So this one, yeah, too loosely packed, bits flying around inside. I think actually the body of this did most of the damage. I didn't really want this. Wasn't particularly interested in this because it didn't have an original stopper. What I was after was this here. So this is a late 18th century tapered decanter with its original stopper here, little disc stopper with a scalloped edge. Yeah, really the only thing that was worth anything out of that is the stopper. Very sad. There were some other stoppers in there as well. So yeah, this bottle too loosely packed. This bottle just mollited everything. What else have I got to show you? Yeah, here's another one. Bought a collection of stoppers. They were not separated from each other really, and they ended up smashing, well, 4 of them ended up smashing each other to pieces. I can't remember which one I was after. I think maybe the one that I wanted survived, but you know, I paid a bit and I wanted all of them really, because you never know, especially coloured ones are, you never know when they're going to be handy. When you need them, then you need them. They're quite rare. So yeah, that was not a happy one. And what else have I got to show? One more. And yeah, this is another example of a decanter posted with the stopper in the top. This is a Govet decanter, White Friars one. Quite valuable. I think I only paid hardly anything for it. But yeah, they posted it with the stopper sellotaped in, and yeah, the first whack, that stopper's just going to bust the neck of the decanter open, and that's what happened. So yeah, these things happen. So, and I couldn't find the pictures, but I've had 2 things come in jiffy bags. One of them was a really heavy Orifice ship's decanter, and that came in a jiffy bag with Fragile all over it, and that arrived in a million pieces. And the other piece that came in a jiffy bag was a jug from about 1850, and that was almost powderized by the time it arrived. Yeah, that was very sad, because that was a really lovely, you know, it's kind of like one of those things. I'm never going to see one of those again. The Orifice one was modernish. If I wanted to, I could just go onto eBay and buy another one. But the 1850s jug, you know, might have been the only one that was left of its kind. So anyway, so that's that with the broken stuff that I've got. So I've come out here to do a bit of blue petering with this box here. As you can see, I've got another box inside it, and I've padded it around it with bubble wrap. So this box, you know, is protected from, it's got an extra layer to protect the actual box. So that's your starting, and there's actually bubble wrap underneath as well, because you need to put it on all 6 sides. So the first thing I'm going to wrap here, stopper. I've got a nice Georgian decanter here, so let's get going. So stopper first, get it in, and that's that done. Then I've got a couple of bits here. Wrap this, sorry if this is going to sound very rattly because the microphone's just here, but that's the way it is. And then I'll do another layer on it. Try not to stand on my cable while doing it. There we go. So yeah, that's nicely all the way around. So what I normally do is I get a pad like this, stick it in the bottom, and I put the bottle on top of that, because there's still actually room in there, you see, on the top. And get a really big bit like this. Yeah, there's lots of it. Just jam it in. And just for fun, a bit more. And make a bit of space in there as well. Get my stopper, put that in. And now what you do is you then sellotape this inner box shut, like so. You see? Then get a bit more like this, stick it on top, so that means the top's got a bit of padding as well, and seal it up. Ta-da! You can use your fragile tape if you like. There you go, sealed up with the, so the box that's inside has got bubble wrap on all sides. The other thing is that when you do seal this box up, put your tape across there, and then you do this seam here, because if you put it across there, it actually does have a bit of lateral movement still in it, and that could actually break the tape. So yeah, do these sides, and you'll suddenly find that your box becomes really rigid. So so there we go. I think that's how I do it, and how when I've had things that arrive like this, I've never had them broken. Even that box that I showed you with the whole side all smashed in, that was like this. So and everything arrived in one piece. I only photographed it because I thought, oh, there might be a catastrophe in there, but in actual fact, the people that sent it have done a really good job. So there we go. So with that said, let's put this off. So I hope you enjoyed that terrible pantomime with the box, just to show you how the double boxing works. And yeah, do all corners of the box when you're taping it up. And yeah, this doesn't make a difference. But anyway, so yeah, that wasn't a great demo. I'm not good at that, and I was probably too far away and whatever. Anyway, but you get the idea. Double boxing is that it doesn't guarantee you everything, but it's the only method I know where where the integrity of the box being compromised hasn't resulted in the glass being compromised. I have seen where actually things are packed too tightly in the box, where there's actually the object fits almost exactly in the box, and a dent into the box has just smashed the contents. So yeah, don't put anything in that's like, oh, it only just fits. There needs to be some buffer zone in there, and the double boxing is like the ultimate buffer zone that you can do that's anywhere practical. So with that said, I don't have any references because this is just like this is how it is. And so yeah, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. It does help my channel. And good night.